Now we have sized paper, which is non-absorbent. Size in paper industry is a water-resist treatment. All watercolor paper are sized, so it's more like a watercolor paper, but it has the texture of rice paper. Very soft, and you will see it's very non-absorbent, bleeding, non-bleeding. So we have to create the soft effect with the two-brush wash technique. You can use a stiff brush, whatever stiff brush you have, for the color brush, and the one with clean water. So I clean the brush first. This is the soft brush I have, and I use paper towels. So the brush is damp but not dripping, no color. This is a thirsty brush. It will pick up the color that this brush delivers. Okay. So let me do a little bit. Let's see. I try to skip this step in fine line style. We have to do this fine line, like I have this on the handout, right? You can trace it with the detail brush, the red whisker brush or the small whistle brush to trace it with a very light ink, very fine line if you want. But I can just skip that. I just do this wash first. So I use little ink and then kind of pour it with this soft brush, clean brush, to create what we can get on the raw paper or the non-sized paper, right? So a gradation, or we try to keep it smooth. So we only use what we call a separate wash. This brush, actually, the brown brush should be a charger or deliver, and then this brush to pour it. You cannot repeat right away, but you can after this layer dries. So if you repeat 3 times, you will create the depths you need probably. That's one layer, okay. And for the color, you can do the same. I try to avoid the eye, so you can be very detailed. This is called the detail style. So it picks up and pull the color. If it's too wet, what happens? You put water on the pens. That's not the purpose. See, this is how they do it. Instead of changing hands, you do it in a professional traditional way. You have to do this.
You have to do it the right way.
Yeah, and then change hands, change brush like that.
Oh yeah.
You see, this is a thing, right? We don't do the outline, just fill in the stroke. So this is the color. Then I change into the water brush, the clean brush. Not really water, clean brush. So it picks up. So at the end of this step, there's no extra moisture. We pick up the extra moisture with this sponge brush. And is there another one? Deliver the color and then pour it to make the gradation. So let's do the mouth. If you outline it, you will give more structure. I try to do it in a boneless style. Bone is the outline, a contour. So I just do it in direct, more like a watercolor. Color for the eye. Let me just circle it. show some yellow something later with max. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be detailed. The more detailed, the top thing. Again, I'll do the color and then just blend it with a cream brush. So you can try outline. I see. This is probably the partial outline. Just a little definition. Try not to paint it. So, you have to avoid stroke. I will go back and add some, scale or something later. Just try this, and you will like this paper.
And this is the mature shape?
Yeah, mature. I'll do this, repeat this again. One clean brush, one brush with red, okay? Well, I have this rouge color, so I just use rouge for this fish. So you can paint it like a free style, but you can kind of make it up. So this is my dark, and then I just let's do this dark, like that, and then I just pour it with a clean brush. So you can make it up like you were doing one stroke on the raw paper. Okay. And then I just pour the color right away before it gets dry. So you need to do it. That's why they hold the brush in one hand, because you cannot wait for too long. You cannot do three strokes together. Maybe you only can do one by one, right? So you have to change brush all the way, all the time. But don't confuse the two brushes. Try to avoid the hard edge or stroke tricks. Try to do it like a no stroke. So in the end, it picks up all the colors. Here's the difference. If you see, there's no color stains on the back, on the handout, right? So you can use the design repeatedly. So draw yourself a very nice goldfish from a picture or somewhere as a template, and you can use that for this exercise repeatedly without doing the original template. Okay. And we have several kinds of paper like in this category. One is called Cicada wing. Cicada wing is the name for this paper. It's very thin, so you can see through without a light box very clearly. You can do very detailed like insect painting with that. And the other is a regular sized Xuan with sparklers. That's it's a decorative surface, good for paintings like flower and birds. This is without that decoration. We request that because there's some artists they don't like that. They want to paint landscape or something different. Now let me borrow this painting maybe so you can see that. I'm trying to repeat this texture like our student, what's her name? Julie did with a paper towel. So you can see it's very realistic texture of the scale. Let me see if we can reproduce that. So on this paper, it's even better. This is a regular Xuan, raw Xuan. On this size Xuan, on mature Xuan, it might be easier to get because for blotting technique, we call this blotting technique. You can get light deducted from dark. So you start from dark, then you kind of take it away, right? Let's follow this handout. So we keep a real controlled manner, no freehand painting in this sample, okay? So I put the handout behind this, and we just do a blot here with excessive color, and then just blot it slightly. See if we can. Yeah, I think we got something, but
you brought the color.
Too much. We can add it back.
She's used the lighter thing.
Yeah. So we add some back, and then just.
You took off the color as well.
Yeah. I think you can see it if you take a closer look. Yeah.
So you're going to try to make some things on top of that one?
Let's see if we can see it. So just blot it. And make it come up. I think this one does better because the background has to be white.
You know, you need to put some lighter thing and then
yeah, I think
after we dry and then you press this.
Yeah, I try to.
You do not want to really, block off with thick color and just take the color away.
Okay, I try to finish this with a two-brush separate wash, bonus style, but more like freehand painting with multiple brush. You can do a little outline with gray. Don't have to be fine. I mean, like fine line style. More like freestyle. Reduce the tone by blotting. This is the beauty of this paper. So if it's something too dark, you can blot it to reduce the shade. And you can repeat if it's not dark enough. takes several layers to reach the intensity. Another experiment. Okay, I will do a quick wash of the background to see how it looks like. Okay. We can wet the whole paper just to make it smooth. We call it wet wash, wet into wet, right? In Western, the same thing. You can do a partial wet wash. You know, depends on, you don't have to wash everywhere. Okay, I got some blue color here. It's a mineral color, but we dilute it with water, so it will be transparent. And you can see the color will turn lighter, like a watercolor. So we just did it. Like that. I don't want to overlap with the fish, so we need to be careful with the, yeah, we want to, oh, it's kind of dark. But this is the nice paper, remember, it's not the raw paper, so you can do this. Light it, so that's the advantage of this kind of paper. The charge for the same thing as well. This is on wet surface, this is much softer. And you can create some light effect. This part is okay to overlap with the ink. Clean brush to spread. The direction where the fish is heading should be light. Okay. And this corner should be darker. So the ink was blue. To make the bottom deeper. Add some vegetation or water, grass, things like that. I'll use some green gray. You can do it wet into wet. Blurry in the water. After it dries, you can put something on the surface of the water to create more depth. Dark meat with a little green and maybe a little ink. Some gray, green color. Let's see. Isn't that good? Like the lotus or the water lily leaves. The rhythm is the main concern. The distance between the groups and the number of the dots. I'll just do it in the free style, so no details. This. That's it, I think. And you can blot it if it's too dark.